Hello viewers, it's me again. I just thought I'd put in this quick video to talk about something which got me really quite angry, and probably unnecessarily so, because last year I went out on my first bike packing trip. It was only a little short one, it was only over 3 days, so I cycled up on NCN 5 up from Bracknell up to Wallingford, camped overnight, and then I cycled over down another cycleway from Didcot down onto the Ridgeway and then cycled all the way back home again. So it was only a couple of days and it was really good, but one of the problems I had was with food. Now I was kind of a little bit wet behind the ears with this one, and I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll go outdoors and I'll pick up some adventure food. Here we are, some adventure food that I didn't use particularly on this trip. The thing is with this, and there's another one out there called Wayfarer, which you have these kind of like flat packed meals, and I was kind of going, okay, so I'm probably going to be away for a couple of days, so I need a couple of days food, so I'll get a bunch of these together because they were like £5 each. This thing here said minced beef on it. I thought, is that really going to be minced beef, or is it going to be a soya protein kind of minced beef? And I think it turned out to be a soya protein kind of minced beef. To be honest, I don't know if it's got real meat in it. Who knows? But anyway, I kind of got home and I thought about this a little bit, and I thought, did I get ripped off by this? Because when I opened up the Wayfarer version of this, and it was an all-day breakfast, and when I opened up the all-day breakfast and it said, oh, you can have this hot or cold, I thought, oh, okay, sounds about right. But when I got it open and I just realised that what was in the all-day breakfast was effectively that. Kind of beans and sausages, and basically the kind of thing you can get for £1.50 in the supermarket in a tin, but put into a foil pouch, and then charged £5 for. I thought, there must be a better way of doing this. And there is. Obviously the kind of thing that you have to think about when you go bike packing is you can't really take meat with you because meat goes off fairly quickly, and especially if you're in a hot summer weather. So it makes sense to kind of go vegetarian whilst you're away. And there's all sorts of things that you can take with you. And especially with round about these kind of days, is that there's more of a focus on plant-based diets, and you can get perfectly adequate and high-calorie foods to take with you on your trip. One of the kind of like old favourites I had from years and years ago when I used to do hill walking in the Lake District and camping overnight was the old pasta in sauce. These things, get these from the supermarket for about 75p. Mix them with water, hot water, and they're ready in kind of like 5 minutes. So if you're kind of like starving hungry and you want something really quickly, you can cook one of these up on your Trangia in about 5 minutes, and you've got nice hot wholesome food. Lunchtime wise, if there isn't a suitable pub, I've found recently that you could go with these kind of things. Often a sandwich is really nice, but what kind of things can you put in your sandwiches which are, you know, kind of cover carbohydrate and protein needs for going cycling? So recently some really good ideas that I've seen are avocados. They've got high fat, really good fat though. Things that are easy to put in your pannier They don't take up too much space. Tortillas are really good, really filling. Peanut butter seems to be a good favourite, along with bananas, good high energy foods. And the other one that I've seen quite recently on another YouTuber's video was refried beans. But he managed to get them in pouches. I'm not sure whether you can get them pouches in the UK, but still possibly an option. I don't know. The other things that you can get are couscous in packets. They're really flat, really easy to carry, only about 75 pence. When I was growing up, there was always the smash, which is not really great, to be honest, not really good at all. But in recent times, this stuff, Idahoan buttery mash, you can get it in garlic flavours, you can get it in herby flavours. Sometimes they do special offers. Generally they're about £1.50 a packet, so they're really quite thin. You just mix them with boiling water and you get a whole plate of mashed potatoes that serves allegedly 2 people, or one hungry person. And then also these things, which are the Uncle Ben's ding rice. You're supposed to put them in the microwave, but you can actually heat them up in a hob. These are good high density food that you can use. Normally they go well with something like chili con carne, or good for a bolognese or something like that. I found this recently, which is this dolmio. Notice how thin that is. That only comes in at about £1 and is a meal for one person. But it's, instead of being meat, it's a plant-based protein. So obviously you can carry this around in your panniers, and it doesn't take up very much space. But there you go, you've got kind of like combine these two together and you've got a pretty good meal. So yeah, so that's really what I've got to say. If you're going to go out on a bike packing trip, have a look in your local supermarket and see what there is there available already that you can get to take away with you, and avoid getting ripped off by these things. I think they're great in the survival situation, but if you're looking for some good wholesome food, local pubs when you're going out on your trip, even takeaways would be much more preferable to one of these. Yeah, they don't taste great. They really don't. You'd only ever use them in a survival situation. Okay, so that's it from me for now. I'm going to be posting up a cycling video over this weekend. I've got to go out onto NCN4 again, and I'm going to be cycling between Reading and Knoll Hill. Yeah, I had to think there for a sec. Yeah, so I'm going out towards Knoll Hill and then just slightly into Maidenhead, and then taking my return route cross country back over the motorway again. It's going to be a route of about 38 miles, but yeah, it's going to be good. Hopefully quiet as well. Okay, see you later. Bye bye.